Today, God showed up in my car and it was powerful. And I want to tell you what happened. I picked up a young man from a training facility, early 30s, humble, sharp, and right away we clicked. So I did what I always do. I asked about his life, not prying. And as he shared, I just listened. And somewhere in the middle of that conversation, something he said opened the doorway for me to mention my faith-based book, Easy Evangelism. Not forced, not weird, just natural, because he brought up something that made faith relevant. And then he looks at me and says, "Are you a believer?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And I shared a little bit of my story of how I came to Christ. And then he gets quiet for a second and says, "Look, can I ask you something?" And I said, "Of course." And he tells me he's in the leadership position and that's draining him. Long hours, losing time with his wife, barely seeing his 3 kids. But another opportunity is opened. Better pay, more time with his family. And he's torn because he's been so committed. So we talked and I told him the truth. Your first ministry is your home, your wife, and your kids. And if God is opening a door that gives you more time with them, walk through it. As we pulled up to his stop, I was going to ask him if I could pray, but he beat me to it and he asked me to pray for him. And right there in my car, man, something holy happened. There was a shift. And I started praying and he started weeping, tears just flowing, because he knew this wasn't a coincidence. This was clarity for him. This was God answering him, responding to him. And then I started crying too, because the living God, the God who sees us, showed up in my car. His presence was clear. His presence was so obvious. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Listen, people think evangelism is complicated, and it's not. It's listening, it's being present, and it's just stepping through the door that God opens. I'm Gabriel. This is Easy Evangelism. If you like this type of content, please follow, like, and share. There are more stories to come.